Hi everyone, I hope you're doing great today. I'm going to be doing a tutorial using the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. First, I'm going in with a Maybelline concealer and just concealing my eyes to neutralize the skin tone so I have a great base to start using my eyeshadows. Now the first eyeshadows I'm going in with are Butter and Pooter. I'm mixing them both together and I'm going to blend them all over my eyelid to create a nice matte silky smooth surface, so when I start using my other darker shades, everything blends really seamlessly and not patchy at all. Now I'm going in with the shade Pooter by itself, and I'm going to be using this as my transition shade. Now I'm going to be doing this in my crease and just above my crease, because I find that it's going to help create a really smooth blend for all the darker shades I'm going to be using later on today. Next, I'm going in with the shade Hunts. This is probably one of my most favorite colors from Jaclyn Hill's palette, and I'm going to be sticking that color just inside my crease. I'm going to be starting from the outer corner and working my way just about halfway through my crease. I don't want this color to go all the way through. I think it's going to be perfect just about halfway. And make sure to not go above the transition shade you lay down beforehand. You want the most intensity inside the crease. Now I'm going back in with Butter and Pooter, and I'm just going to blend right over that Hunt shade, and I'm going to keep blending these colors together to make sure I create a nice seamless transition and make sure everything is smooth. Do as many layers as you need to. As you see, I'm going back in with the shade Hunts again because I want to build up the intensity of these colors until I get exactly where I want them to be with the intensity and the blendability. Sorry for my crazy mom hair. My little daughter was 3 months old and I didn't get to film this video till about 10 or 11 o'clock at night. So I was like, it's a make it or break it moment, everybody. Let's just get going, or if I didn't do it now, I won't do it later. Now I'm going in with the shade Silk Cream, and I'm going to use this shade to blend out all the edges of my eyeshadow. You want everything really smooth, no patchiness, no choppiness, no harsh edges, because it's going to make it look really beautiful and blown out. Now I'm going in with the shades Chip and Soda Pop. I love the Soda Pop shade, but I love mixing these two together, and I'm just going to stick those colors on the outside edges of my eyelids, and I'm going to make sure it's like pretty much in the V, very gently in the crease, but mostly on the outside V of my eye. Make sure not to get it anywhere else on the eyelid. If you do, it happens. Don't worry, we're going to be going over it with some concealer and other eyeshadows later on in this video. Now I'm going back through with the Hunts shades and the Butter and Pooter shades and making sure all those colors are really blended out and really smooth so we can start adding everything else together. Now I'm going in with the Maybelline concealer that I used earlier in the video. I'm just going to be putting that on the part of the eyelid where I don't have any shadow at. I'm going to be using this as a base for some of the shimmers that I'm going to be using. I find this concealer works best. You can use glitter glue or a setting spray, whatever you prefer. Now I'm going to be using the shimmer shades S.b.n and Queen from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. I find that these two shades are absolutely gorgeous, and when they're mixed together, they're even better. Now I tap them all over that part where I put the concealer. I try making sure to focus it on the center of my eyelids to really create some intensity and make sure my eyes look very rounded and doe-like. Sorry, I was smiling at my husband. He was being silly with his video games. Now as you can see, I'm going over S.b.n with Queen. And see now, when I go over it with Queen, the color just pops some more, and both those colors mixed together just look very vibrant and saturated. Now that I have all the shimmer shades I want on, I'm going back over the Soda Pop and Ship shades again just to make sure they're intense like I want them, because after blending everything out and adding the shimmer shades, the intensity kind of goes away. And then blending everything back out, didn't add any extra shadow, just taking that brush from earlier and making sure there are no harsh edges. Now I'm going to take a small flat brush, and I am going to use the shades Chip and Soda Pop again and just line my lower lash line about halfway. I don't like doing it all the way because I find it makes my eyes look small and closes them up a lot, but you can absolutely do all the way if you so please. I'm just going to smudge it just a little bit over the top, right where the dark shade's at. Now I'm going to take a small dense stone brush, and I'm going to take the shade Hunts again, and I'm just going to blend out the shades Chip and Soda Pop with Hunts so it doesn't look too harsh or intense of a line on my lower lash line. And I'm also going to take Silk Cream and just blend right over that and all my edges again, just to make sure everything is really, really smooth. Now I'm going to take the NYX Glossy Black Liner. This probably has to be my all-time favorite eyeliner. It's just really creamy and blendable, and I'm going to just be using that about halfway on my top eyelid. I'm not creating crazy dramatic wing or anything. I'm just gently putting it on the half edges to make sure I have some definition. You can absolutely do a winged liner with this look if you wanted to, but me personally, I didn't want to because I think the shadows speak for themselves. Now I'm taking the shade Soda Pop and just smudging out that liner so it doesn't look too bold and intense. Now I'm going to curl my lashes. I think this is from Sephora. I'm pretty sure it is. And I'm just going to curl my lashes. And when you see me lift my hand up like that, I actually learned that technique from Wayne Goss, who's on YouTube. And it really, really helps keep your lashes curled. Now the mascara I'm using, which I forgot to show because I'm a complete dork, is the Miss Manga mascara from Loreal. And it has to be my all-time favorite mascara. I've used lots of high-end, expensive mascaras, and for some reason, this drugstore, just L'Oreal mascara, works so perfectly for me. I don't do too many coats of it. As you see, I just finished that eye, and that's how I'm going to leave it. And I'm going to do my other eye, and that's exactly how I'm going to leave that as well. You can do as many coats as you like. I just don't like the clumpy look personally. And that, everyone, is the end of this tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'm sorry that I look kind of shabby and crazy. Like I said, it was 10 or 11 o'clock at night, and I was like, if I don't go and film this now, I'll never do it, and my husband will be on my butt like, come on, do it. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.